So this is my 55-gallon aquarium slash turtle tank. And I've got two, I believe they're Eastern painted turtles. They're rescues, and they've got some serious shell rot, which I'm currently treating them for. But I've got them in this setup that I really spent a lot of time kind of like figuring out how I want to do it. So I went with a 55-gallon tank. These turtles love to swim, so I want to give them as much water as possible. At the same time, I wanted to use this Penplax basking platform. I think they call it the turtle topper. This thing is awesome. I freaking love this thing. My turtles love it. I've got a heat lamp, infrared light on there. Here's their sunlight UV, but of course they're right in front of windows, so they get natural sunlight throughout the day. So good location for that. Hopefully they'll heal up fast as a treatment begins. But they're in here with some fish. I went with little teeny tiny fish because the bigger fish make a much more mess in a tank, and it means the water gets dirtier quicker. And hey guys, they're super friendly. They've just been fed, so. But I'm obviously running a canister filter. That's really the secret. If you're gonna run those over the top filters, your tank's gonna get so dirty. There's just no way, no matter how many of them you have, you'll spend 50, 60 bucks in those, when for what, 60, 70 bucks, you can just buy a canister filter that does like 4 times better job than the over the top filters. So bought some egg crate, had that painted, so kind of looks nice. Whatevs, running the air in there. I love the little underwater platform here. My turtles love that. Those hanging out in there. I've got kind of a dark area back in here they like to hide in behind all that stuff. And so, I built the cabinet myself. I just don't trust those like Petco, Petsmart stands. Like, they look like they're way too cheap for a 55-gallon tank fully loaded with water and rocks to be. I just don't trust it. Plus I've got a daughter, I live in SoCal. I'd be afraid like of a minor like earthquake that would like just like break that thing. So I built this myself, super easy to do. And I went for like a distressed wood look so it matches the floors kind of. But anyhow, so storage under here, no big deal. And then over here is where I keep my canister filter. Always keep them in a bucket. And my chemicals and stuff for water treatment. My lights are all on timers, which is super nice. That's my daytime stuff, and that's my nighttime. So running that, and of course, instead of going through the back of the stand, I go through, scroll over here and see if I can show you this. The top, but in the very back. I drilled 2 holes, so that way I can come straight out up the top instead of behind. When you do it that way, it allows you to put the stand right up against the wall, perfectly flat, so it gives you more space. And I, of course, since I built this myself, most of the ones from the department store are as wide as the tank. I went much wider because I want this thing to be super stable. I've got a little daughter, a toddler running around, and I would be afraid like this thing would be like too top heavy and would be able to rock back and forth. Trust me, this thing, it's not going anywhere. You cannot rock this thing. I can't move it at all when it's fully loaded with water. There's just no way. So that's kind of the setup. You can see turtles love the rocks. Bigger rocks, obviously, because if you go with super tiny rocks, you take risk of the turtle swallowing those rocks and can mess them up. And they like the bigger rocks. They hold the plants down. I never have problems with the plants being uprooted. They're fake, obviously. I'm not gonna put real plants in there with these little monsters. Yeah, that's kind of the setup. If anybody has any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. I think I covered pretty much everything. And just hanging out with these little devils.